This is not Dolly. That's Diane. I saw Steve and Diane many, many moons ago at a place called Lounge X. Anyways, they were opening up for a band I went to see. Didn't even know that they'd be there. It was just the two of them playing solo, primarily acoustic, and I really enjoyed what they did. I remember going up and talking to Steve and thanking him, and talking to Diane a little bit, and she said that they were a full band. I asked her, well, what did the band sound like? And she said one word, kicking. And that's what they sound like.
Too fast, this matchbox spins right through your finger. I fell out. Your faith wasted. Look at me, wrapped all around you. Idiot circle, idiot plans, the deeper meaning I understand. News, pictures on the wall, our life together, I recall. probably wondering what that thing is. That predates a pedal steel in probably the 1930s, the late 1930s. The Hawaiian guitar became very popular for some strange reason in the United States. And pretty soon everyone had to have a lap steel. So that is... And then probably in the 50s somebody decided to add foot pedals to it, and that's what made a pedal steel.
A little music lesson from
There you
Steve.
go. So that was a song from our brand new album, which is called The Thrill of Gravity.
And this is a song from our last CD, which is called Mouthful of Lies. Touch of feedback. Was that me or you? Touch of feedback.
Gonna be trouble tonight. It's a backward trail. I'm just gonna say, so you can just turn right. You can the truth wasn't black. What then? The shivers will run down your back. The fact so tight. This is a house of wings. You never been so quiet. I don't wanna scream. This is love. I'm not ashamed. Love. I'm not ashamed. You can't make me. Dear friend, I do it all right. And now I'm gonna make you cry. Yeah, I'm just gonna say, so you can just Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you for having us. Thanks, man.
Okay, as long as there's more around.
Yep. The room's a bit echoey, so we're trying our best to keep the volume down. We're used to playing in extremely loud nightclubs.
Maybe everyone threw their clothes on the floor. You can live with the tinniness?
Here's a song you may have heard on WXRT recently, playing this one. Now Dolly, Diane's gonna sing one.
Isn't that the name of that clown shoe?
You can dance to this one if you feel up to it.
Sounds like you've been on the other side betting all morning. I don't know what happened.
in the sky. I'm still stranded in your kitchen minute. I can't wait anymore. All night, turn your door and lay myself down on your floor, 'cause I can't wait anymore. How can you be so right? I need something I can sound like taking to. I've been staying up all night. Cutting up these tiny pictures of you. I can't wait anymore. I'm gonna knock down your door and lay myself down on your floor. 'Cause I can't wait anymore. Yeah, a pity. I just won't take no. Not a place to leave. Ask my friends, they'll tell you so. But I can't wait anymore. Take it, Tarzan. Can't wait anymore. I'm gonna knock down your door and lay myself down on your floor, 'cause I can't wait anymore. I'm gonna knock down your door and lay myself down on your floor, 'cause I can't anymore. Ciao. Thanks a lot.
See, they were on the other side betting hard.
A little too tucker to dance, eh? Well, drink a few beers, and then by the second set, you'll probably be willing to dance. And then we'll break out the sun-dried tomatoes song. This is called I Did Not Hear a Word You Said. Well, you all are far too nice.
Please Now quiet down, boys. These people will drink some more. And
Okay, here's something completely different. Did I tell you guys about the lap steel yet?
this is usually when I start telling you to shut up, but I'll try not to.
There'll be no fanfare to begin. It's back down to simple pleasure again. But will it plans were thin? It's time to put it down. Somebody takes a hand, slaps some sense in me. But I swear my chest is gonna explode if I don't put it down. Back down to simple pleasure. Simple pleasure again. Mistakes can all be justified. So you think by now how to give in. But you'll never know how hard I tried. Yeah, but I just can't put it down. Sister, simple pleasure, simple reason again. Darling, unspoken hours, side by side with you, my friend. Simple pleasure again. Stop. Simple pleasures, simple reasons again. Yes, unspoken hours, side by side with you, my friend. A simple pleasure again.
Well, thank you, and welcome to the show. This is a concert event. As you know, there were scores of people that came to see both acts. There were thousands actually. And we cordoned it off and didn't allow them to come in so that we could have an intimate setting. And this was Pete's idea. It's not like it was ill-intended, it's just that it was purposely done this way. The chairs at one point were like nice theater seats with velvet on them, and Pete's idea was to keep it more casual and make them plastic that you could get at Menards or any shop. So whatever, it's all done for your pleasure. Oh, I don't need that. That's yours actually. And thank you, Steve. I thought you were the roadie, the sound man, then you started singing, and boy, you know. I once had a roadie just like that actually, but he later wound up winning on Star Search. He had an incredible voice. He literally won on Star Search. And we watched our roadie win $100,000 while we were in New Jersey, sitting on tree stumps in the middle of our living room because we couldn't afford furniture. That's why I'm so into the furniture as a rule, but that's besides the point, tangential to the issue. And what is the issue at hand? I'm not sure exactly. Is this a get to know one another or just a celebration of the unity of the corporation itself? I need to know before I start. Is there a purpose? Define it before I start.
Good time, good music, lots of fun.
That's it. It's good time. Why do you hire me? Do you know that at least 99% of my songs are morbidly depressed? You know that, don't you? At best, you could call them cathartic. They're not really the party band, as it were.
It's a tempo,
You know, you guys want to play something along with me? Like the Pete V1 Blues song or something? I don't know, I have nothing to play exactly. We never play together, but since we're musicians, it's a universal language. We're going to play and make up a song about Pete, maybe. And does everybody know him? What else? Anybody want a song about them? Is there like a boss that's too high up that didn't get invited that you want me to ridicule in song or something? Won't get on anybody's marks? I already met. Who's the woman responsible for the pay raises and stuff? What's she?
Jean? Jean?
She's taking notes wherever she is. She's making sure whoever has the least amount of fun probably won't make it. Great. All right, what should we play, guys? Like a blues, we're playing G. We have to play really soft though. That's my rule. Pretend like it's Buddy Holly and they didn't really have big amps, or they had those exactly. Yeah. Yeah, just keep it down one more time. I'm in a wet tent somewhere north of Chicago. Yes, I'm in a white plastic tent somewhere north of Chicago. Yes, I'm watching Big Pete in a red cap, videotaping this entire show. People eating corned beef, turkey alright. I'm feeling pretty good. Yes, I'm a happy guy. I'm in some northern Chicago suburb, playing the blues in a hot plastic tent. I'm feeling pretty good. Pay my rent, yeah. Take it down one time. The plastic chairs, the most comfortable around. We had the velvet ones, we took them straight downtown. Yeah. so we did. Yeah, now we're gonna play the blues. Yeah, everybody gonna flip that lid. Yeah, bring it up one time. Yeah. Let's hold it down, that's it. Very well, that was just a start. Okay, that never happened. Check, 1, 2. I'll teach you guys this song. Yeah, this it goes to this here chord. There's a B flat. It starts on a B flat. Here's B flat, A flat, E flat. Alright, okay, now that's it. This is a song that you guys have been probably waiting for, perhaps all your life. Now, you know how to do like a country shuffle, like, oh, yeah, it's more like that. Play that Telecaster one time. You know what I'm hearing is that slide on this one. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, give me that country shuffle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, give it to me. Give me a little more kick drum on it. Yeah, step on it. That's right. Go on the floor. I need a little more tempo now. Yeah, that's right. Woo! Yeah, that sounds like David Lilly on the When you need it, I stand beside. I'm there for you, wherever you go. When you're hungry, I'll satisfy. That's the mission of my soul. Open it up. Yeah. When you need confession, I'll never listen. When you cross the ocean, I got a boat to row. When you need attention, your audience won't listen. That's the mission of my soul. Come on. You're on shoe, I'm gonna let you know. I said, baby, don't you trouble your head. That's the mission of my soul. Take it down, this is a bass solo, bass solo. Yeah, the man's been playing in the cool
just tell me where we go. You be my flower, I'll be your God. That's the mission of my soul. Yeah. Break it down one time on the wall. Pete's in finance at the corporation. He's got a big abacus, he never gets the numbers wrong. You can rely on him, just like the big boys do. He even knows the chords to this song. Now, Pete, this is a celebration of joy and excitement and happiness and unity, corporate unity. It's like an extended family. It cuts deep. Let's bring up the tempo a little bit. 1, 2, 1. Hold on, let me give it a new tempo. 1, 2. Hold on, let me give it that new tempo. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. That's the mission of my soul. Yes, it is. That's the mission of my soul. It's to serve the corporation. Yes, it is. But not exactly. Whoa, that's the mission of my soul. Can't you? Come on. Yeah. Hallelujah. That's the mission of my soul. Yeah, that's it. Now, let's do any requests, anything you would want to hear. Happy, sad, jovial, confused. What? That was happy. Something even happier? What's your name? Joe, do you work? Does family member work? Spouse? Yeah, we're talking about Joan. Okay, this is it goes from C to A to F to G. It's a song that I've written recently. What's your husband's? Is that your husband? What's your name? Mike? Yeah, okay, this is a little thing called, it's Happy. It's a song called, it was written a long time ago actually. It's funny that I have it right now. It's called Joan and Mike. It's a little country song. Yeah, lay it down pretty quiet. There's a young lady that everybody likes. She's married to a guy named Mike. He's a long-legged guy. He's handsome too. Works for the corporation, and so do most of you. Joan and Mike. Now that's actually not happy enough, is it? It's a little too sad. Wait. Here's what we can do. Just a second. You can go from, and then it can go to. No, before. Okay, so that'll be the happy part. Okay, here we go. Pretend it never happened. Reintroduce us. We're in a new band. What's the official name of the corporation after the Virgin?
Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin.
Let's call it LGLM, like one of those bands with an initial name like REM. LGLM. We'll be the band. We'll be on the payroll. Gene can maybe advance us if we do that. Okay, let's take this song, then when I go to the happy part, we'll make it happy. Okay, introduce us, pretend this is totally pro right from the beginning. Go.
Here is LGLM.
This is a little song called Joan and Mike. Before they met each other, they were kind of sad. They were kind of sad and blue. They worked for the corporation for a long, long time. And so did most did. But then he saw Joan at the post office. It was raining, her hair was damp. And he said, Joan, you're awful pretty. Honey, do you mind if I lick your stamp? And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And it was the happiest day of their life when that Mike made Joan his wife. Down at the post office, he's a long-legged critter. Whoa, and then he actually bit her on the wedding day. What can I say? Joan and Mike. Okay, sad part again. But the corporation drive Mike's pretty hard. He don't get a lot of time to put around the yard. But when that merger with Lockheed comes through, he'll have so much free time, he won't know what the heck to do. He'll have fun. Yeah, with a Joe, like a dog with a big bone. He'll chew and chew the whole day through. Yeah, when that merger comes down, gonna be a lot of happy people in Arlington town. Yeah. Take it away, somebody. Joan, is this take it down one time? Is this happy enough, actually? Oh, wait, but I didn't want to go to the sad part. I just want to take down the happy part. 2, 3, 4. Stop. It's happy enough. And we're going to end on a C6, of course, from the Hawaiian sound here. I feel as though you're over in Cleveland. Come on over. I feel you're in like Cincinnati or something. You guys know this song? I don't know. Should we play I wanted to play Electric Funeral of Iron Man. I think it would go over. Now, I must say that when I took this gig, my agent said to me, he said, well, you know, they make planes and stuff. Make that B-1 bomber. That B-2 bomber? So I'm supposed to say like, no, I don't want to do it then, I'm pretty much a hippie. But then again, in order to truly be a hippie and criticize people for making planes and bombs, you have to have live in a country that has a plane and a bomb. You know what I'm saying? It's a luxury that you have when you have a nice plane. You know what I'm saying? So I said to my agent, hell yeah, I'll play it, and I'm damn glad we had the B-2 bomber. If we need a B-5, then we'll make one of them too. I don't want to use the thing, but I want to have it parked in the backyard for when I do need the thing. You understand what I'm saying? Okay then. In a government job, it's stressed out. How does that relate? I don't know. No woman, no cry. Okay, let's try. More requests. Anything you want. It's up to you. Anything. I want water, as a matter of fact. Oh, thank you. Should I do you know any songs of mine? Does it matter? Only this? Oh, that's good. Can you play it in this lower key, one step down? should just, no, I'm not telling you how to play, but maybe just hit a few riffs here and there. Instead of going with the chords, you know, like. You mind if I stand here? This thing is in jeopardy of hitting my teeth. Not that there's such good teeth, but you know, they're all I got. And I don't want to rack them, it would be bad for the show. I'd continue. Wow, that sounds pretty good. Did you work for the corporation? Is she? The little one?
Intern.
That's a euphemism for guys that don't get paid, really. Oh, this is great, Chad. It's just like home, isn't it? Do we have to play this one? It's so serious. Listen to the record. You shake your hands and leave your radios on. You pull your mirrors from the wall. You're spellbound, the cynics speak right and wrong. And how fools should die when duty calls. You pay too much attention to moral squad. The game devours your expense. You treat that system like some kind of god, when it could never run to your defense. And I've been looking for I'm gonna be looking for I'll be looking for one came to find. I'm looking for the only one, looking for the only innocent, only one. I'm looking for the only innocent. Everywhere I go, will I still find guilty? Yes. Only one. Well, I'm looking for the only innocent. With a kind of man said murder with a guilty tongue. By telling us all that now we've got a choice. I know we've got one thing I ain't that wonderful young lady. This is so sweet and wonderful. How old are you, young lady? I have the kid who's 8 years old. It's my oldest. What do you think? Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big hand for this youngster. What's your name? Kirsten what? Huh. Bizarre. Kirsten Thornton? I have a song. It's so weird. Check this out and see if it's not kismet. Just listen to this once. If I remember it, let me check the lyric. I have my lyrics. No, I think I remember the whole thing now. This is something I recorded back in '84. Do you remember the story about a guy named Gunga Din? When people were thirsty, he brought the water in. There's a girl I'm talking about tonight. She's 8 years old, and she shines like a light. It's important, Kirsten thought. She's a girl pretty beyond my dreams. It's important, Kirsten thought. She brings water when I need. She could have brought me a regular glass. But what type of water did Kirsten bring? Poland Spring, the best water. Yes, I know that little Miss Thornton is a wonderful daughter. Mama ought to be proud. Everybody scream out loud. Yeah! Kirsten She's got white sandals on her feet. Just to be around her is a special treat. If you're thirsty and your mouth is dry, she'll bring you water and you'll be such a special guy. Somebody take it away, my man. Shut the camera off, would you? Oh, I remember him now. She's just waiting. She's eager for the merger with Lockheed to take place. 'Cause when that happens, her mama's gonna make a fortune. She's gonna see a big smile on her face when the merger goes down. In this town, Kirsten Thornton's gonna have the water-fight concession, and I know she will. She's an 8-year-old girl. Just seeing her is a thrill. I need some water. Thank you. I have water today. What should I drink? The Poland Spring or the regular inky water? Not much of a problem for me to figure that one. L'chaim to everybody, or skol, or whatever you guys say. What do you guys say? Just like, huh? Go Bulls? Is that sort of an ancient tradition of well-wishing? I wish you long health, life, and gesund, and should have only success, and forget about all that crap. We'll go Bulls! Y'all go seriously now. Take this, I'm gonna take that. What's the score? Why, is there a game today?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sorry I don't know about these things. I could fake like I do. What is it? Who is it? The Bulls?
yeah, from the Jazz.
No, of course I knew that. Yeah, as long as they get that bike put across the eyes, everything. Not much into sports, if I can tell. But no, I am in this case, if you want me to be. I'm a hired servant. No, totally into sports. Who's got a cigar? I like that. Who's smoking? I like it. Puff away in this enclosed tent. I know, that's cool. Check it out now. Are you a spouse or are you
I'm a spouse here.
and she's the gal? I'm not gonna. She doesn't want to be noticed, but okay. He's a cigar man. Yeah, entertaining. He's a cigar man. Yeah, the plastic tin. Yeah, he was smoking and smoking out, wondering where the fresh air went. Tiny cigar, fill out the whole damn place. Tiny cigar, fill out the whole damn place. Yeah, I should have put a smile on every non-smoker's face. Take it away, I'll take it. He's filming the whole darn show. Yeah, filming the whole darn show. We should give him a big Cuban cigar to blow. Where the murder takes place, there's gonna be a humidor on every desk. When our key comes in, gonna be the humidor cigars on everybody's desk. When you smoke them, you won't no longer be no pest. Take it down on the water. Yeah, it's in a Pontiac balloon full of smoke. Some people think it's nice, other people just want to choke. Take it down. Yeah. Sly and Roddy again. Talking about my generation. Hope I die before I get old. Somebody shut the window, it's getting cold.
Yeah,
stimulating song. Somehow the guitar went out. I did something wrong to it again. It went out. It doesn't matter. What's the difference? Can't hear it anyway. Any requests or anything? But are you willing to dance, carry on, make a fool of yourself in front of the corporation? That's. I'll take that one if you want that one. I'll do it for you. I'm gonna take this one, guys. You stay up here. Do you remember the Varden dance steps? No, not the song. The Kirsten, do you dance? Okay, girl, not dance. No, I wouldn't want to ask you to dance, but L'chaim again, school.
Go Bulls!
All right, if I have to. Bulls. How about we play, here's the wrong thing to say, isn't it? Let's play a little jazz. No, wrong. Okay. I don't know anything about it, so I feel at liberty. Who's that guy on the football team in Madison, Wisconsin? Brent Favre. We played this huge show in Madison. There's a bunch of people, and they came out and go, Brent Favre's big fat fag. After he won, I come up. So that's the wrong thing to say. They went mental, actually. Luckily, I kicked all their asses. All right, so where were we at? Woman with the strength of 10,000. You want to hear that? It's up to you, spouse. What's the difference? How do you differentiate? One's the work, one's the spouse. We're all with him? What do you guys? What? For me to cry, I'm wondering. I knew he was a handsome guy, long-legged guy, but this is a little too much, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so this is a song. It's a song about, you know this song, The Woman with the Strength of 10,000 Men? I'm glad you don't, because if everyone did, what's the point of playing it again and again? Some nostalgic trip? So anyway, my uncle, who's, he's in his mid-50s, desperately clinging to youth, still smokes pot from a hookah pipe, in a stylish way, like has a Lexus logo on it or something. I haven't actually talked to him in a long time. I think he's mad at me. I'm sure he is. But what the hell, So he wants to inspire me and has ever since I was a youth. And he said, do you want to meet this interesting woman? This is about like 8 years ago or something. And we're in Minnesota. And I said, yeah, well, let's meet her. And we drive to St. Paul. And there's this woman on a hospital bed in the middle of her living room. You know this story? It's tragically comic. Not really. I sometimes do that. If something's too serious, I laugh too. Like when the waitresses would fall and trip in a restaurant when I was a little kid, I couldn't help it. I peeled and laughed. And I felt ashamed, but yet I continued to laugh. I don't laugh anymore that hard. So anyway, she's in a hospital bed in the middle of her living room. Already it was strange. There were tubes and a respirator and everything. My uncle's just looking at me like, yeah, check this out. And there's a little white dog yapping on the bed. You know how you remember the little details. So the dog was yapping. And it turns out she has Lou Gehrig's disease. And she can't move any muscle of her body. She's totally paralyzed. And she's just like this. And it turns out that she has this one eyebrow that can kind of move. And it's connected to this computer screen. And it's touch sensitive, so she wants to talk, and she can wait for the H and the E-L-L-O, and she'd say hello like that. Quite humbling. But that morning, I had also a personal tragedy happen to me. I had a big show that evening, and in the morning, I had noticed when I was peeling a grapefruit that my thumbnail had chipped. And I was extremely upset about it because it would impinge upon my performance. I was actually depressed about it, sad and depressed. Somehow, though, when I saw her, in light of her larger plight, I completely forgot about my thumbnail. It was subsumed in the larger picture, the envelope for grandeur. So anyway, I wrote this song for her, and she died a couple years ago. And apparently they wrote an article, they played the song at her funeral and so on. It's called "A Woman of the Strength of 10,000 Men." And it is somewhat uplifting in a non-jovial fashion, Joan, just so you know. From the moment I saw your face, I knew I could never take living for granted. I froze in my place as I became aware of the ground on which my feet were planted. There's a side of you about the fish swimming in your aquarium. All the while I wanted to take away your pain. I was speaking to you with my voice. You were speaking to me by choosing letters with your eyebrows. You didn't have no choice, and yet you had an attitude like that's just the way that it goes now. Talking to you about the fish swimming in your aquarium, but all the while I wanted to take away your pain. Susanna, we were apology. Susanna, we were apology. For all the days I just let slide right through my head. You are the woman with the strength of 10,000 men. The moment I saw your face, I knew I could never take living for granted. You put me in my place, and I knew right there I'd better start living for something. Where there ain't nobody alive that can keep your spirit down. No one can keep you from changing, it just ain't fair. Susanna, we wear apology. Susanna, we wear apology. For all the days I just let slide right through my head. You are the woman with the strength of 10,000 men. And the words come ticking out, and the words bring us together. And the words come ticking out, and the words must keep you sane. And the words come ticking out, and the words bring us together. And the words come ticking out, and the words must keep you sane. Susanna, we wear apology. Susanna, we wear apology. For all the days I just let slide right through my head. really, it's a long party here. Is there more corned beef or what?
No,
All done?
all done. All
You look pretty,
food's gone.
this, by the way, Pete, I'm not like any fashion consultant or anything, but when the merger takes place, you're gonna intimidate the shit out of those lockheed people wearing those cop glasses. Look at him. He goes from super nice guy, take the glasses off, nice guy, to hard ass. Yeah. That's a transformation. I think everybody should, as a note that could go around, everyone should wear those kind of things, you know? To
Some
be
people
more
do
assured of
need
keeping your job and so all that kind of stuff.
I'll rent them.
No, give them out. It'll foster unity. Trust and unity. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I'd like to say that the show was brought to you by Poland Spring Waters, finest from Maine, actually. Wonderful waters. What's that? Spokane, Illinois? Is it Maine, Illinois? Is it such a place?
Fine
No,
property.
it's actually from Maine. Oh, I get it. What can you do? This is a long party, man. This is like 5-6 hours. My wife and I are throwing a 10th anniversary party. Not that you're all invited. I'm just saying, you know, I'm trying to gear up what to do and what not to do. Don't hire me at the party, number one. But yeah, maybe a tent, maybe a cigar. Definitely gotta have a guy with a cigar, just to make it lively. Otherwise, there'd be no challenge to the, to sustain it. Not fully in tune. It's gotta be just right for this discriminating equipment. What happened to Kirsten? I like to play a song if I could. What if I was this kind of guy? I'd have gone over a lot better here. Introduce me again.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from LA, direct from LA, excuse me, Peter Himmelman.
Then I'd be this kind of guy. Thank you. I've got a handful of songs which address not only the art, but the experience, the paradox of living as a spiritual entity within a material body. I'm here for your edification and to make you enjoy your time. That would go over pretty good. I'd like to sing a song now, if I could. Pete, just get what do you call that, that hook, whatever need be. Just make sure I have to puncture a kidney. I got other shows to do in town. You know, let me try this one. Excellent color on that purple. It's dazzling. It's for spring, early summer. By fall, you'll be into another hue, but you know where to change. This is contemplative. It's not jovial at all. It's never to be played in the day. I make an exception with this crowd. An exception. What time is it? It's totally nighttime. I mean, if it were winter, it would be in the dark, except for the glow of the embers of that cigar. I said I'd come, but here I am, 2 years late, but oh my friend, I have grown since you knew. There's a new blood running through. I'm in Chicago now. Tonight I'm in. There's a wind coming on Lake Michigan. It has no restriction. It has so much conviction. And I felt that way when I was 9 or 10. I ain't felt the same time again. And the wind's blowing strong, like it just can't wait no longer. Like it has to make its way back home again. My room is old, it smells of rain. Tap, tap, tapping on the window pane. Though I'm warm and rested, I feel like I'm being tested. There's a freight train standing about a mile away, clanking iron on a winter's day. Like a demon flying, you can hear its wheels crying. Like it has to make its way back home again. Faded couches, the TV set, motel bathroom, soaking wet. I wipe the stain from the mirror, but my face, it don't get no clearer. In the cold machine down the hall, sounds like thunder as the cans would fall. Like a thunder sound, you can hear my heart pounding. Like it has to make its way back home again. Like it has to make its way back home again. I better play this piano if you rented it for me. I forgot all about it. I better play it. They rented it. So this is wow, cool. Does this have all sorts of weird sounds on it too? Strings? What is it? No, it says witty bass. Wait a minute, hang on, because this is going to be good. Pete, it's all messed up. Honky tonk? Alapano vibes? That's horrible. This is Lionel Richie. What possible use would there be for a song that? Okay. Poland Spring, the most wonderful water in the world. Let me see what I have here. Oh yeah, I could deal with that. Yeah. Let's just give me a little thing like this. To F, C to F. Little drum funk groove. What to say, baby? Barry White.
Yeah, start up the band. We're just from C major 5th to F major 5th. Okay. Okay, let me have a feel like Bracco, Bracco. sorry. Okay then, let's take it out from the get-go. One time. Look, Mark, let me hear that tone. I'm gonna tell you how to play it. Try, you know this here like, this is more like, this is more like, more like country, but this is more like, okay. Yeah, that's the one, more like lovey-dovey time. Okay then. That's the part. Break it down. 2 times on the 1. Okay, look here. This is a Prince thing that you have to know. I'm gonna hold up my fingers. When it comes around to the 1, that's how many hits you have to do hard on the 1. A little more tempo now. Pick it up with 1 more. 1, 2, 3.
Every time I drive by your window, baby, and I look up into your window curtains and I see your silhouette there with another man. You know it drives me wild since I can't have your love no more. And every time I see you, baby, it just drives my whole world crazy. Yeah. Yes, at this point in the show, I'd like to introduce the band one time. On the bass guitar from Brooklyn, New York, Rabbi Abraham Shapiro. And on the drum, from Tel Aviv, Avi Ben Melachai. On tambourine, from Oslo, Norway, Steve Birmingham.
all the way around at the party this evening. It's been a real pleasure. We had a good time with the band. Dolly, Varden, you beg my pardon. I never promised you the rose garden, man. I'd like to thank Kirsten and Thornton for bringing me the water. I'd like to thank Mike and Jones for being so in love. I'd like to thank Gene for giving Pete a big raise. I'd like to thank Pete's spouse for picking me up at the airport where I left in Santa Monica at 4 o'clock in the AM time. And last but not least, I'd like to thank the man who has a big portrait of Fidel Castro in his living room. It's not the politics he's after, ladies and gentlemen, it's that General Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, the cigar man. Just keep it pushing, just keep it driving. Keep it going, it's not alone. Give a big hand clap on it, yeah. If he picks up the harmonica or play them chords in on the keyboard. What is this? What is that? Okay, yeah. I shoot this business up to move from C to C. What happened? Go from G to C then. G to C. Oh. And before I close the big concert, Pete, I want you up here with me, my man. Let your lady, let your sweet lady work the camera while you come up here with me and groove, my man. This ain't the man for putting it all together. Pete, I'm gonna follow you.
No, they're better than the Bears. Hey, where's Rob? Cubs are beating the White Sox today. 13-2 in the fifth inning. 13-2 in the fifth inning. That's how they sleep. Where is that? South side of it. Probably. We gotta go in the bar.
The rest of them are working. Real We're good for stuff. Running a little fast for us, you know. It worked wonderful. Yeah, he worked hard on you. It was very
We're supposed to take our bottles back, right? Oh, no, I'm gonna give all to this guy. No, he was like, he was a good guy. Yeah, he was a good guy. He was a good guy. Armando. Did you guys? Yeah. You didn't notice?